And now I can tell you to drop your buffs because we have merged.
I wish I could keep them. I actually like them.
Alright. So stay right here while I get the next challenge ready. Alright, Nathan, thank you for playing, and I'm so sorry, but the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Morgan, thank you so much for playing, but the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
But yeah, that went exactly as planned. I got nervous there because if Morgan had played the invisibility totem, then that would have been me gone. But she wasn't thinking about it, so luckily she didn't play it. But that went exactly how I planned and predicted, so...
How the fuck? When the fuck did Nathan come up? What the hell? I did not see that one coming. Like, I was like, yeah, Lily or John, because like what people were saying, but Nathan? And it sucks even worse because Nathan was on my team and he was a part of my alliance. And so now that's bad. That's like ruined. But I don't think it can be ruined because I think I can get someone else on my team. But other than that, yeah, the pink one stayed strong. I'm so glad Morgan left. I'm sorry, I don't know who she was. And like, she was like the only one that I literally hadn't said a word to. And so I was like, oh, I was low-key like, oh, we excited, you know.
What just happened? I'm like, ooh, that get me. I'm extremely confused because like a good people were like down for John, and why would you pick Nathan? Nathan's such a sweetie. I mean, compared to John, John's more of a threat. Okay, do you really want redhead Skipper to be in the same be in the game with you? I don't think so. And now we're about to do the merger. I'm partially excited, but partially not, because one, I have not won a game yet. I have not participated in many games yet. So now I'm just like literally floating on by. I never thought I'd be a floater, but maybe it's a good thing. And two, Nathan's gone. Okay, the pink pack, or whatever the freaking dickety word, is no longer. I mean, I still got Grant. I still got Matthew. I'm still if about Derek. And Heather seems like Derek and Heather seem to be on their own playing field. So I don't know what's up. So I mean, I guess part of me is also glad because I'm not playing for anyone, you know, because beforehand I hated the idea of, the only reason I sat out was because, you know, we wanted the stronger players to win for immunity, but whatever. Whatever, so now I'm about to be part of this orange merger. So I'm really confused. Do you know the reasoning behind Nathan?
No, not at all.
Did anyone discuss it while you were...
I was like, and I was like, where the fuck did Nathan come from?
Exactly. And then I was thinking, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if my name was there. This sounds bad, but I was low-key waiting for people to spell my name right. But...
You were so happy for the name.
Yeah. But like, I'm so confused, like, why Nathan? Why be that target? I guess my whole argument is selling about, like, people weak link with you, you know, towards the end. But I'm also, this is like a bittersweet victory, you know?
Going in, we like knew the merge was imminent, so we wanted to get rid of like a stronger player from our team who we knew like would be a potential threat, and so we decided upon Nathan. And I'm feeling really good about the lines that I have with her, John, and Thomas. Going into the merge, I was really looking forward to like trying to make an alliance with Morgan, just because I feel like she's a super strong player. However, she's gone now, unfortunately, so I think I'm hesitant about what to do next, like who to make alliance with. I guess I'll talk to the other people in my little group and see if they're like more comfortable with anyone. But like from my old team, I might try to get Liliana on our side, just because I think she's could be persuaded to like see the light, I suppose, if you want to say that.
Oh my god, I'm feeling great because that last vote, like, I was absolutely on top. I think I was the deciding factor in that last vote. Because I was basically in between two groups, so with one group being Morgan and Heather and Austin, and the other group being Clyde and Caroline and Derek. Yes! And between those two, and one group wanted to vote out Clyde, the other group wanted to vote out Morgan, and I really just had to pick which group I trusted more. And I know that the group of Heather, Morgan, and Austin tried to vote me out in that first tribal council, and even though they switched, like, that was enough for me. I couldn't trust them. That other group saved me once, so I had to put my trust in them. So I'm feeling really good. I have those connections going into the merge, and then just now I sort of like rekindled that relationship with Austin and Heather a little bit. To sort of like smooth them out so they don't have any bad blood with me. Kind of did some damage control, but I think it worked really well. I'm feeling really good about everything. And then I still have a tie with John going into the merge. And I'm looking to make some new connections. I'm feeling good now. After that tribal council where I almost got sent home, I was devastated, but I feel like I'm really bouncing back, and it's a new chapter.
So the one thing that was said by, I think, everyone at one point was that Morgan had the immunity totem.
Yeah, she did.
But she was overconfident in it not being her, so we knew that this was the only time to like really solidify that, and when a murder came into play, that would not be in play.
Yeah.
So that was the one thing where it was like, we took a wild card out of the situation.
I wonder if there's still immunities out there. Like, he never explicitly
Someone
said...
has... I know absolutely one is out. I know that for certain. But
I mean, like, there might still be papers out there, because those are just hints. We don't know if there's anything else out there. I am shocked that Morgan's out, but relieved, because she was a threat. I don't know, I'm pretty happy that she's out. Now that this merger thing's underway, I think she definitely had a good chance of winning it. I'm feeling good, because I have not gotten a vote my way yet, and that's how I'm planning to keep it. And I have, like, a good alliance going on, and we're going to try to merge with some other people. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm trying to stay a little bit more low-key, though. I am right now working with John, Matthew, and Liz.
All right, everyone. It is time for your first individual immunity challenge. Congratulations. The game is only going to get harder from here. Okay, so this game is called Spot It Musical Chairs. So this game is called Spot It. It's a card game. On the back of every card, there are several symbols. The symbols are different shapes, and every card has only one matching picture, like with any other card in the deck. On that sawhorse over there, I have a master card. Okay, so y'all will all start over there. You will observe the card. Then you will run over here to all these chairs, and try to remember the symbols on the master card. Okay, if you say correctly the picture that matches the spotted card on the chair, the person behind it will tell you you got it correct, give you the card, and you move on to the next round. Okay, so in this first round, there are only 8 chairs, so 4 of you will be eliminated. Then we will have only 4 chairs remaining, then only 2, then only 1. Does this make sense? In 3, 2, 1, go!
Hustle, 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 hustle!
Oh! Dragon.
Light bulb. Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's get rid of 4 chairs. In 3, 2, 1, spot it.
Cat.
Sun.
Fire.
No.
Oh.
You gotta go back.
The splatter.
Yes.
No.
3, 2, 1, spot it.
You literally glanced at it. I don't understand.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, spot it.
Light bulb? No.
Clock.
No. Come on, iPad! Germ. Yes.
This one's for you, Mom.
So how does it feel to win individual immunity first round of the merge?
It feels really good, especially because that competition involved running, and I'm not good at running.
Did you feel like you were at risk potentially going into the merge, or do you think you would have been safe if you didn't have it, or?
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. I've been through... At this point, I think I went to every single tribal council that I could have gone to except for one. And my first tribal council, I almost went home. And second before last, I definitely almost went home. It was tied between me and someone else. So I knew it was really important to win this one. And that just kind of sets the tone for the whole rest of the game if you're the first one who wins it at the merge. And I don't think of myself as a physical threat at all. So that was a really big one for me. I'm really excited.
So what's the plan moving forward?
I'm definitely going to try to make some new alliances with people from the other tribe that I haven't gotten to interact with as much. But still stay true and loyal to the people that I've been loyal with. Hopefully just bring in 1 or 2 more people, because at this point I have a very solid, like, 4 group that I'm hoping I can move forward with. Hoping that stays an option. But at this point in the game, I just kind of have to see where the wind takes me.
So are you going to play any differently now that you know you're safe this round? Are you going to be more aggressive, or just kind of just keep playing the same game?
If anything, I'm just gonna kind of sit back, maybe have a snack, and just chill out this round, because I don't feel like I'm fighting for my life, and I'm just gonna enjoy the show.
I guess, what are y'all most worried about at this point in the competition? Like, someone who would beat you in a competition, or someone who is sneaky? Like, what are y'all most worried about?
Yeah, like what are we looking at as far as getting somebody out?
Is that Matt?
He's athletic as fuck. I don't know.
Yes. I think he's obviously our biggest competition.
Yeah, because now it's not so much of like the team, so now it's like whoever can do these competition the best, because we used to not get immunity, but now it's individual immunity. So whoever's best at whatever we're doing is gonna win.
Right. So I vote him. He's athletic as hell.
No, he's definitely one of like the stronger ones.
So there were 12, so I need 7 votes to be majority, assuming that that's what's going to happen.
And everyone votes for
So there's 6 of us here, yeah.
And then Abby is right there.
How do you feel right now?
We just,
Fucking amazing.
Incredible, because I am not a physical competitor at all.
You use your big brain power.
I feel like
My third eye was open.
Yes,
and I used it.
Wait, what's that called? Collective conscience.
I'm just kind of big chilling right now for a minute.
Yeah, she's fine.
But I'm gonna be real, like, some of these people I don't even know.
Okay, what about John? Why did you guys almost
I'm
I want to know.
Because he was another competitor.
Because he was good.
Is he good?
Which one is he?
John and Thomas is who we're looking at. John's
the one
currently
with the long
right.
hair, the long red hair.
but guys, if we really actually all vote together, then we're all safe, because
Yeah.
by definition we
I
have
want to make a block.
But they're I'm thinking they're saying the same thing. Okay.
No,
But
but
they
They're
have
definitely
majority.
saying the same thing about one of us.
1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5. We have 7.
So no matter what, as long as we stick to, then we're all safe.
Okay.
Yes, Thomas.
No.
I feel like Thomas is, and John might be good too, because Thomas is a standout.
Which one's Thomas?
Thomas is better with like puzzles and stuff.
So Thomas.
Because he's
John
also
is
athletic.
better with, and like they're not bad at either one.
Yeah.
Right.
But like John's strength would be more speed and power and stuff like that.
Okay.
Whereas
Easier to beat like
more.
speed and power than puzzles, so I think we should try to get him off first.
Yeah. So
Are we saying
Thomas.
Thomas? It's time for him to take his siesta.
Thomas. Yes. But guys, we just gotta realize that since we have the majority, as long as we all do
Like it has to be like
it
set in stone.
ensures our safety.
Okay.
So
I think we should go off Heather. I'm being honest.
Heather? Okay, I was thinking Clyde too.
I was
Clyde,
I was
like,
Okay.
look at him. He's
I was
like,
also thinking we can get like Heather and
We should just we need to get one person.
Derek, Heather, and Derek.
Because they were like,
Oh, Derek.
Oh, Derek, yes.
Yeah, they were like pink.
Yeah, I like Derek.
Yeah.
So we can try that.
I really think...
This sounds terrible, but who's easy to manipulate? Because the reason I say Clyde is he seems like a man who has the charisma, and he seems like the guy who can convince you. Because when
he got to us,
with Pink,
oh yeah, he was
like, look at him. He was like finessing his way. He's like, yeah, y'all should get.
I mean,
this
I called
person.
it. Like, I think you were there. I was like, Clyde's about to come up and say that either me or Liz are going should be voted off, and he said Liz.
Yeah. So I like, in my opinion, I think Clyde.
Yeah, I think he's just like a big threat. So
yeah.
I think if we can all...
We need to get one person from over there.
I think
to think
I can definitely get one person. I think
we all really, really agree.
So we just all have to confirm that no one's gonna change our minds.
On
Clyde. Yes, for sure, Clyde.
We got an immunity, and Morgan took it, and then Morgan got voted off, so it died. So as far as I'm aware, he doesn't have anything.
So do we want to like split up and try like pull a couple people?
We can probably try to convince Derek.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna also go for Liz, just cause like.
Oh yeah,
Liz would be great too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we should do Heather, Liz, and Derek, and like.
So okay, I want to know why y'all said Clyde because we said Thomas. Yeah. Because okay, look at him.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to? He almost beat Abriel. Like, he's good. So we were talking to Liz, and he said that he's the best at the puzzles, and also like really competent with speed. So like he's more of a double threat. Whereas John, because we were also looking at him, is just fast. Clyde, okay, Clyde's sneakier than I thought.
Thomas wanted to get you though.
Okay.
So I don't know. The one reason I say Clyde is because when he was here with us and he like tried to finesse his way and like convince us to build a strong person out, like I feel like he's one of those people that he's a force to be reckoned with. And
he's a force because he's a force.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he will get his opinion across to everyone.
The only thing about that is I think that, and like I'm not trying to be mean, but Thomas is so much kind of like more of a pushover. So later on.
So okay, I'm not against voting for Clyde because I voted for Clyde over Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so. But
and
I'm just I'm letting y'all know because as Pink, like I want us to stick together until the end as much as we can.
I think our little Pink.
Okay, first off, Pink has the most. We have 6.
Exactly.
We literally
still have now like 2's out, so we still have a good amount of people.
We literally have 6.
Yeah.
We are the strongest team. So I think, like I do think we need to get a strong competitor out. Period.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to like ask Derek what he's thinking.
I can go like Derek.
So what were y'all thinking?
They're trying to vote you off.
They're trying to vote me out?
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Oh, okay. So
that's why I regret getting second.
Here's like what our group was talking about was Clyde, just because like he's like a big competitor. He's like very aggressive, but I don't know like how y'all feel about that.
I don't know anything about y'all group. I know we were all
Clyde
the
has
same
been
dynamic,
the
same
dominant
group.
voice in our group for some time now.
Don't you want to get rid of that? So don't you want to get rid of that?
For a little bit, yeah. I don't really feel that he's that much competition.
I think he can manipulate his way into favorable situations, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he's definitely fine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The only reason y'all won't vote me off is because I was good at running and spotting things.
That's basically what they said.
I'm telling you, Matt stole my chair. Matt's good.
Okay, well then who from...
What was our political alliance?
Yeah, what was up with y'all?
So the only reason we went with Morgan as a collective was Morgan, from what it was understood, had the immunity.
Right.
Yeah.
So we knew that she felt overconfident that it was going to be Clyde because he literally threw the last map. And so in that aspect, it was like, okay, well, are we going to let this immunity totem go into the merger? And we got her, luckily, when she wasn't expecting it.
Who would you have to pick as the strongest from that group then?
From our group?
Or like your previous group?
From the previous, okay, yeah, it would be, truthfully. I don't know if y'all know, I trailed that whole time, unfortunately. Abriel, who just showed up and killed it.
Yeah.
But, like, And
I'm saying that might be an anomaly though. Like I don't know what the next thing is. I don't know if I'm going to do well.
Yeah.
She might not do well either.
Like we don't know what's coming next.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just like, cause like us five, we kind of agreed just cause like he's kind of like in your face a little bit, just like in like how competitive he is. So I just, anyway, what y'all thinking? I know like you're kind of hesitant.
I'm hesitant, but like one thing I'm not trying to do again, I shit you not, I'm not trying to do again, is go to another tie.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that was so creepy.
Yeah.
Because we're still in a debate.
I'm still thinking about Clyde. I think Clyde could be our guy.
I think we should do that.
What's up? But our biggest competitor is going to be Thomas, the Mamma Mia, the siesta guy, because he is, he's.
Oh, yeah.
What do you agree with that since you've been on this team?
He's coming this way. So
Sorry, he's passing.
Yeah.
I wasn't really thinking him.
What do you think?
We were thinking maybe Heather. So we still don't know if she got like the idol or not. I don't know. I just don't really know how it works.
Wait, who has the idol?
From earlier when she went on Exile.
Yeah, whenever we put her on Exile Island.
So, is it worth it though?
So we don't vote her off. We bait her into thinking that she's getting voted off. She uses it, it's wasted, it's done.
That's what I think we should do. Because also,
right, no, yeah.
But we also don't know what it is.
Like now we should. Because I think that we can get her up later.
Yeah, I agree with that, Steve.
Yeah. Because we don't want, right now we want to leave the standout strong people, like Heather and Liz. We want to leave them because it'll be easy to get all these other groups. But if we could come together on one person who's like medium easy, but will still pose a challenge.
You think Liz is like pretty strong? I think she's pretty simmy.
Really? I don't know.
She's pretty simmy. I feel like she's kind of simmy.
I mean, it'll be easy to get her off because her team was plotting against her.
You think so?
Yeah. No, when I went over there and talked to their team, they were like plotting to vote her off. They're like, she's one of the strongest ones.
Our original pink group can literally last like so long if we stand together.
I can see that. I have no opinion on this. I'm not in pink group.
Okay, well,
my back is up against the wall.
I mean, we can take more people. Because then that's even better.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you need someone to spot it. I'm your man.
So remember how I was on the yellow team, and then I went to go talk to the pink team?
Yeah.
Well, the majority of the pink team were plotting against you because they say you were the biggest competition.
Well, to be honest, you brought up the name.
So.
Huh?
You brought up the
Apparently
name.
you're the one who threw me under the bus
Yeah.
there. But,
Okay.
You know.
Regardless, I know my team was trying to throw me under the bus, and that's why I went to 3. So I figured as long as we work together, then we can work around everybody else. Does that make sense?
Wait. As in like us 3?
Yeah, us 3.
Okay.
Because I feel like we already have a target on our back, and then you're pretty good too. So it's not gonna take long for you to get a target on your back.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it would just work in our favor because I would much rather us 3 just get to the final round and just see who like wins or whatever, rather than one of us get voted off early. Because that way we can since a 3 is not the biggest group, especially since there's 12 people left.
I think it's 12, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still a big enough group to where since everybody merged, you're still trying to form groups. It'd be easier to work together as 3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, compared to all those new ones.
Yeah, definitely.
So me and him were talking, and we say we were gonna vote for
Thomas.
Yeah, there we go, Thomas.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep forgetting his name. So yeah, so are you down with voting for Thomas?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the name that we'd thrown around.
Yeah, Oh yeah, I was already with you. I just told it to them. So yeah, I feel like Thomas all around is just it'd be a good vote to get everybody on the same page.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, he did come in a close second.
No, I think obviously Thomas is strong, so he did well, and then John is done well. He's really fast. What do you think about or is there anyone on our team was on our team?
Just for me, from when I see just Clyde, just because he's very in your face, and I think, and he's very charismatic too, which is the thing. Whenever he came for the pink team to
the tribal council.
He was I could tell that he told 2 very different stories because I went with him both times, and it was just really good.
And also, this is my thing about Clyde. He basically threw the challenge, the tell challenge. He had a 4-letter word. He's been really vocal about he feels so safe. I love my team. We're so
I feel like he'll be easy to get in the future, though.
That's why because I think that everyone feels that way. Like because he isn't going to win as many challenges as say Thomas or John.
I think so too.
Okay, especially in our opinion, Thomas. And also, come to find out, Thomas wanted to get me out.
Oh.
Rude.
That is news to me.
But like
Do y'all have like support for Thomas?
We had it, I think, and I'm telling you now, we might not.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like since he was just on my team.
No, yeah. So it's like at this point you have to. Everyone has to.
I know. We have
like,
to choose.
Yeah, choose your allies because there are none anymore.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about. I'm still like not really 100% on my vote, but I'm thinking more about who can I win against.
Who do you think Clyde should go?
Well, you helped make a really good case because I didn't think about. I was just from what I saw every time, he was just
and I agree about
very
the personality
aggressive.
thing.
And so I was just like, oh, let's just get him out now. But I guess like
And also,
because
like,
of that.
wouldn't you want to take him to the end so nobody votes for him? Like, just think about more like your own strategy, maybe so much.
I didn't even think about that. That's a really good point. So y'all are going like more Thomas route.
Yeah. I'm kind of scared of him. And then I heard that he wanted to vote me out. And I'm like, man, what did I do to you? I like your shirt a lot. Like,
what's the blonde girl's name?
Oh, Liz.
Liz, she's
what do you think about her? 'Cause I don't really.
I mean,
she's one.
She's fast,
she's
right?
yeah, and like she and I, just like with our team, like we're the ones like we kind of like
carry it.
Yeah, well, not like physically or like in the challenges, but like in the talking and stuff. We were just like we kind of meshed well.
Yeah.
But I think she's very strong.
Yeah. I like Liz too much to vote her out.
Yeah, me too.
Which is stupid because she's like a strong player.
Right.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with Thomas.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm worried because of the split, like especially now that we're bringing up into all the groups. It's gonna be a surprise.
Yeah, it is gonna be a surprise.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Hey, Clyde.
Hello.
How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you thinking right now?
I don't know. I feel kind of scared.
I feel kind of scared.
Yeah, I know definitely some of the people are like looking at you, me, Liz, and Thomas at the top.
Yes.
So I feel like I've already talked to Liz. I feel like if we realize there's a collective like target on our back, we kind of work around the rest of the group. You know, a lot of people are maybe on Thomas.
I'm on Thomas right now.
Yeah, same here. I'm on Thomas.
Because I thought we had that like locked down, and then we split up, and I'm like, oh, Thomas was talking about getting me out. Like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like if we just stick to Thomas like we originally said, then we're gonna be good to go.
That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm telling. I'm not telling people to do, but I'm kind of exposing my hand right now and saying that I'm gonna vote for him.
Yeah.
I know that's so dangerous, but
yeah, I mean we're all pretty much on the same page. So I feel like if you, me, and Liz just like stick together, we can like navigate this, and then we'll worry about the three of us when it gets down to like the final.
And I'm gonna tell you this already: people like Liz, like because she's quiet, she's cute. So the fact that she is such a good competitor, you know, is like not as. She's not as threatening as like, okay, we're tall, or we're like black, LOL.
Yeah, it's just a cute little Liz.
Literally. So I think that's something for us to think about too going forward.
That's fair. Yeah, we are a bit more menacing than Liz.
So menacing. Do I look scary? But yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna keep my vote.
Yeah.
I'm worried if I go home. Fuck.
At this point, I think it's a really safe bet is that if we just go on Thomas, we'll be good to go.
Okay. That's my game plan. So I'm hoping that we're right.
I'm feeling good. So far, all of my schemes have worked out perfectly. As far as the yellow team is concerned, I got Morgan out when everybody was trying to get me out, predicted the vote, everything is good. With the old pink team, I did a good job of like distracting them and confusing them so that they couldn't have any political lines, and then they just so happened to vote out the last due, so they had no lines going into the merge. And then you see me, Abriella, Caroline, and Derek are still going strong. I still trust them. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but like I still 100% trust them. So going into this, I feel good. As for right now, I think I'm gonna chill out with finessing people. because I don't want to get caught up in it, especially if people are starting to talk more. So I'm just gonna chill with my group and just see what like we agree to as a group. You know, we have a way of like mixing it up so that way we're not found out or anything like that. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna lay back, see what happens, and hopefully I don't get out.
Or I don't know, because the past 2 rounds I've been left out of what my group is saying. So like they tell me one thing and then they all vote like another. And I was like, huh? Was that you? Girl.
I heard last minute that it was flipping, so I had to flip.
Nobody ever tells me anything.
So, I found out right before voting, so it's okay.
So what I've heard is Thomas.
Okay, interesting. I heard that name too.
We're all really trying to gun for freaking Clyde.
Because, listen, I'm okay with that because he's kind of cocky.
Yeah.
You heard the way he was talking. He was like, no, I got this. They're going to stay with me till the end. And so that's why I thought we were all voting him. But then people switched to...
Okay, so the reason we've been saying that is because, like, he's cocky.
He really is. He thinks he's calling all the shots.
Yeah. You know, he just seems so stubborn in his ways. Like, you can't convince him anything.
That is so true.
Now, the reason...
Because we tried to get him not to say Golden Rain or whatever. Golden.
Oh my god.
And he's still saying that. What is it? Golden Showers.
Okay. But yeah, the reason we're not saying Thomas is because he's just like he's easy.
Because that's what we don't
easy
know.
Convinced. Like,
yeah, we don't know because we've never been on his team.
And he's kind of... Clyde has to call the shots if he's not going to do it.
Yeah, and he's kind of loyal. Not loyal, but like he'll do it because like he's just a chill guy. He's just naturally like that from what I've seen. And I feel like he's one of those people that we can worry about later. But
yeah, we just said Thomas or John because they were saying they were like they're both relatively smart, relatively athletic. So now it's not as much as like because now each round there's going to be somebody that has this and it's going to be somebody that's good. Whereas in the past it wasn't like that. So now if you're good at this stuff.
I'm not good at physical challenges, and that was a running comp, and I won that.
Sure.
So like I think it's literally going to be up in the air most of the time.
Not run at all, and my name's been tossed out so many times.
Well, same here. Like I'm not a comp threat at all. But maybe I shouldn't have won it.
But I'm just saying, like I'm so happy that I made it this far. Because one, I'm not about the try, or like I don't like the idea. Oh, you sit out. I was sitting out a lot, and then also like you said, I'm like great at physical competitions, but social wise, like look at this. But anyway, going back to the point. Thoughts on Clyde?
I'd be okay with it, but here's the thing: Clyde is going to get winded really, really easy. That spelling comp, he threw it. The comp before that, he got winded after like 15 seconds of running. So he's going to be easier. He had to throw him to Caroline, and she had to run the rest of the comp. So I think he's going to be easier to beat. So I think we need to worry more about physical comp threats right now.
Can I join or are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like now that it's more individual, there's going to be like less puzzles.
Exactly.
Because that would be a lot of pieces. You know, now it's
that wasn't a puzzle. That was just like run really fast and hope you can remember them all.
Yeah. True. So like I feel like it's easier to do individual fit stuff.
Like Thomas is very chill, like that. It's like John. Like they're both chill and like that. Yeah, they're good physically.
John is
but like,
fast.
yeah, he is. But you can kind of convince it, especially
you can sway him.
Him and Matthew on the same terms. Like if you get those two, those are 2 votes.
I can sway Clyde because I helped him out last project. Because he came to me and said, I have the votes, will you vote with us? And I said, okay. And it was close. So I feel like
but then
if I'm
also,
like,
do we
Clyde,
want to keep him in because he's so easy to persuade people?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't think
do we want to kick him out?
Thomas? Why Thomas? I heard his name, but I just want to see.
Because there's several reasons. One, he's not the flashiest dude here, but he definitely is a strong thinker and a strong athlete. So I feel like we should get him out now, because maybe when it gets to later to where people some people are like, let's go for the biggest threats now. But it'll be easier to get them out later. But if we just work together and all go Thomas, we can just focus on him. And also I've already had a lot of people agree to Thomas, so hopefully if they keep their word, which you know is a gamble. But I feel like see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I feel like we have a good amount of numbers to we should be straight. So yeah.
Yeah. I heard I'm like them, where I heard so many names. I heard Heather. I heard John.
Yeah.
Me too.
So, each team had their best, so it was easier to be like, okay, they're the first best, they're the second best. But now whenever you have all the bests from both sides come together, now there's just so many, and we don't know who's good at what.
Yeah, and you don't know where their head's at.
No, because you
So-
haven't even talked to him yet.
Exactly.
It's so hard.
But I might consider Thomas because like that's a lot of good points. I mean he's alright. I never really talked to him in my team. Like we never talked strategy. So
It's either me or Clyde that's going to get off, but luckily Matthew just gave me this, so I'm probably going to play this.
Okay.
So I might have to start throwing games, honestly. Like, I don't know what else to say, because that's why people want me off. So I can't do it immediately, though, because then they're like, oh, he's throwing games, but I could, like, slowly get worse to where, like, no one would notice, I think. I think that's what I'm going to have to start doing.
Okay.
So I think the general consensus is between like Clyde and Thomas. And so Thomas was like in my lines in the pink team, and he was like, and like I trust him enough to where like I want him to stay for now. I won an immunity card earlier in a challenge, and I gave it to Thomas just because I feel like going forward, I think having him there will like greater benefit me than having the immunity card. And then also, like, if people like find out when, like, if I make it to the finals, like I feel like that'd be like wow, he's so nice.
the two people on Austin and Abby, they were kind of leaning towards Thomas, but I'm like, no, Clyde. And I'm like, they're kind of reminiscing about how in y'all's group, Clyde is, you know, kind of cocky. They were talking about that. So I don't know. This is going to be like a weird toss-up.
This is going to be a toss-up.
I think a lot of them, like,
yeah, our
the, over there.
What are you voting?
So are we still doing Clyde or are we doing Thomas?
Oh my god, I'm so confused. Y'all seem down on Thomas. I'm so confused. Like, where are your heads at?
I'm just like, because whenever I saw Clyde come back, like I was kind of set on Thomas, but then, no, I mean I was set on Clyde, but then Clyde always comes around and he talks about somebody else, and I feel like that's why he's so good, because he knows when the fingers are pointed at him.
Alright, fuck.
Yeah, because he knows when the fingers are pointed at him.
Matthew!
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was like.
Yeah, no, because he knows when the fingers are pointed at him, and he knows how to turn them off. Yes.
What are you still on? I want to vote out Clyde because I don't like the way he's playing the game, but I want to vote out Thomas because he's going to beat me. If that makes sense.
So let's just get out next round.
Yeah, get out.
Okay.
If it doesn't happen.
This is 5 of us. Let's make a decision right now.
So y'all are doing.
Because Clyde always knows when the fingers are pointed at him. So he talked about how much he loved yellow, but then he talked everybody into voting for Morgan. So like he's influential.
I forgot about this.
Okay, so are we doing Clyde?
Clyde.
Okay, Clyde has some stuff for.
Okay.
This is a shocking development.
Yeah.
I have this.
Yeah, I won that in my challenge, and I gave it to him because like everyone was throwing out Tommy or Thomas's name, and like I want Thomas to like continue on with me because I feel like I can really trust you.
I mean, I've been completely honest with you the entire
Exactly,
time.
me too. And so they're like, we just got like 2 people who are voting Clyde to vote. I mean, voting Thomas to vote for Clyde.
Okay.
So I think we're good, and like we can save that for another day.
Okay.
I've straight up, like, I'm not kidding, I've heard 8 different people say it.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I heard my name.
I think it's just gonna be you.
Clyde, Thomas, Heather. Yeah. This will be fun.
Do you know where you're going? Do you know where you're going? I'm going Clyde. I'm okay with that because
I'm going Clyde too.
I was iffy about it, and then he came up and he came up in that conversation we were having, and then just started like running stuff.
Yes, he's very good at like trying to convince people.
Not really though.
Oh,
He's
not
just
trying to convince people. It's like attacking
he's in
people.
charge.
If I had told like that whole Morgan thing, that's crazy that he convinced like a few people to put those votes.
All on the same page.
So is that what? Do you think that's what everyone?
Literally, the people I was talking to, that was like Matthew, that was Heather, that was Grant's on board with it, and I think that's Austin's there. They were talking about putting Clyde on the block, so
I'm okay with that.
I'll try.
I'm cool with that.
Definitely.
Alright, hello top 12. Congratulations for making it to the merge. This is a very difficult game, as you know, and this is the fun part. Alright, so I just want to get a gauge of where we're at. How many people were originally on the teal team? Alright, 3 of y'all still standing. What about yellow? Original yellow? Alright, 4 of y'all still here. And what about original pink?
Hey.
5 of y'all from original pink. Grant, do you find that there's a solidarity there with the original pink players?
This game, like, it's like obviously like the people that you knew like before-ish, like right now, like obviously you'll have that little connection there.
Yeah.
Like no matter what. But I think the nature of this game is to be strategic and like to keep your friends close, but maybe your enemies closer.
Sorry. So awesome. Last vote at the last tribal council, the joint tribal council, both votes were split 4-3. So that would seem to suggest that the group is fairly divided. Did you see any evidence of that when talking about it?
I honestly didn't, but I'm also always the one that's like kind of left out of the loop, so I never know quite what's going on. So honestly, it took me by surprise.
Caroline, now that we're in the individual portion of the game, how do you feel like conversations are shifting? Like, how is the tone changing in the game?
I definitely feel like the conversations are, like, I think everyone is a lot less certain with every conversation they have. Like, it's not like you can just have one conversation, great, we're all on the same page, let's vote. Like, it's very much like you feel like you really need to touch base with as many people as you can to make sure that, like Austin said, like, you're not being left out of the loop or things haven't changed while you were talking to this person.
Heather, so what's a better use of your time? Trying to talk to everybody or trying to really solidify like a smoke?
To me, I think it's best to just talk to everyone. Because I don't think that I'm trying to persuade anyone in the way that they vote, more so as explaining why I'm leaning the way that I'm leaning. Like, more the conversation that I've been having with people is just what I've observed. Like, I want to know what you've observed. Like, I mean, whenever I was not there, what was happening. More so as in, like, okay, everybody follow me, and this is what we're doing, or like something like that. So, yeah.
Abrielle, you are the winner of individual immunity. Do you feel like that has changed people's perception of you?
I hope not. I mean, everybody saw me run, so I hope they know that I'm not a very physical competitor. And some of those were just lucky guesses. But it paid off, and I'm really happy I got my buddy here. But I mean, I still mingled, I still played the game. It's not like I'm taking a break and took a small nap while everybody talked, you know. I'm still voting, I'm still in on it. And I'll be up next round, so it's no different than it was.
All right, Derek.
What is
How is the merge treating you?
Great. Yeah, dude, I'm just like background noise. I'm like jazz. That's fair to say.
Okay. So like, what's your game plan to approach this next half of the game?
Stay irrelevant.
Okay.
Just stay irrelevant because the game has switched from calling the weak to now calling the strong. That was the biggest conversation, biggest push. Trevor or Clyde. Trevor's pushing for Clyde. Clyde's pushing for Trevor. They're all fighting their little ground wars, but everyone on the inside is safe, from what I see.
I do Trevor.
Trevor is eliminated? Could you clarify?
Not, oh man, I'm so sorry. What a, oof. Man, I just learned some Thomas, that's what it was.
Gotcha.
But Trevor, if I could vote a second time before, no, I'm joking. I like Trevor.
The merge has been very interesting. I think this was my most interesting round of play so far.
Okay.
Just because I'm trying to like keep my alliances intact, specifically like John and Thomas. And Thomas was being thrown around a lot. And I'm trying to like get Clyde off. Like, people make good arguments for keeping Clyde until later, but I would rather have like someone I can trust. And so earlier I wanted that immunity card, so I gave it to Thomas because I was like, you're gonna need this. But then like right after I did it, and right after like I talked to the camera about it, they had another conversation. Anyway, so I don't think Thomas is gonna use it, and I think we have like enough votes for us to get Clyde out.
You know, this game is really throwing me like left and right. That's what we're gonna say.
Which way is it throwing you right now?
Right now, fuck. Like, I don't even know. Like, this past discussion was the most like, one, the most I've like had to talk to people, and two, the most that people have come to me with like conflicting things. But also, like, I've been blindsided 2 times already with votes. Like, I just didn't know what was going on. I come over here and they're reading votes. I'm like, huh, okay. Like, as long as it's not me. But this time, who the fuck knows? Not me.
So, what vote are you trying to jump on this time?
So, I'm voting for Clyde again. I'm not sad about it.
Literally everything before the merge, all my schemes worked out great. Like, perfectly, could not have gone better. But now after the merge, it's like scary, so I'm just trying to make friends and like stay low key so that way I don't like alienate anybody.
I would have rather gotten last than gotten second, honestly, because this is happening. People have told me, and it's also like, right whenever I got second, I was like, this was a mistake.
What's going on?
I don't even fucking know. I'm always out of the loop. I always think that there's a game plan, and then whenever push comes to shove and they're out there reading names, I was like, damn, didn't see that coming.
Oh, wow, I made it this far. Is anybody surprised? I am.
Have you found new life in the merge?
Have I found new life? I found new people. Now that we're all together, it's just interesting to see, oh, here's our good players, here's our bad players, or here's this person's personality type, so.
Before I read the votes, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Clyde. That's 1 vote, Clyde. Next vote, Clyde. That's 2 votes, Clyde. Next vote, Thomas. That's 1 vote, Thomas. 2 votes, Clyde. Next vote, Thomas. That's 2 votes, Thomas. 2 votes, Clyde. Next vote, Clyde. That's 3 votes, Clyde. 2 votes, Thomas. Next vote, Clyde. That's 4 votes, Clyde. 2 votes, Thomas. Next vote, Clyde. That's 5 votes, Clyde. 2 votes, Thomas. Next vote, Clyde. That's 6 votes, Clyde. 2 votes, Thomas. Next vote. The person voted out of Survivor Trial by Fire is Clyde. That's 7 votes. That's enough. Come with me. Alright, Clyde, thank you for playing, but the tribe has spoken.
Oh well.
Time for you to go.